Finally, Jermall Charlo was spotted this weekend at a big mega event in Houston, Texas, his hometown. But that ain't it. Terence Bud Crawford was also in the building. Yeah, the same building at the same mega event in Houston, Texas with Jermall Charlo. Before we get into this next video, hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. What's happening with it, y'all? Hit my like button if y'all ain't already hit the like button. So this weekend, Trae Tha Truth, a mega legend out of the Houston, Texas, a rapper, he been in the game like 2 decades, and he one of the biggest, most popular rappers to ever come out of Houston, Texas. Well, Trae Tha Truth, he does a lot for the community, and this weekend he hosted a major event called Truck and Hustle. It's for truck drivers that own their own company, and they just give them game, and where a lot of truck owners, they come together and they network. They have, big speakers at the venue. It's a big party, and they do their thing. Well, Jermall Charlo, of course, he is from Houston, Texas. So he was in the building, Jermall Charlo was in the building, partying, doing his thing, networking and whatnot. A lot of these fighters, they have big business ventures outside of boxing. That's one thing about the fighters of today. They just not boxers. A lot of these fighters, they are smart in with their investments and what they do outside of the ring. So Jermall Charlo was spotted in the building, and also Terence Bud Crawford was spotted down in Houston, Texas at this event. Now, the thing about it is, I told y'all before in the video that I did, that one thing I noticed about Terence Bud Crawford's last interview that he did on the Porter Way podcast with Sean Porter in his cast is that he was talking a lot about outside of the ring business ventures. Specifically, he was talking about a lot of real estate, and he was trying to get Sean Porter on real estate, and Sean Porter wasn't really up on game, and he was trying to put Sean Porter up on game. We've also recently been hearing Terence Crawford tell us over and over, like, hey, if I retire today, I'll be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I don't need Errol Spence and this and that. So, like I said in my last video, he's letting me know that he's telling everybody, look, man, I don't really need boxing no more. Yeah, boxing is great. The checks that I get from boxing is great. But if I don't get paid the right amount to get in the ring to take a dangerous risk on like an Errol Spence, I'm not getting in the ring, because now I'm set outside of the ring. I don't have to box no more. So, I thought that was cool for any fighter to have a business on the up and up outside of the ring, to where, they put their family in order to where they don't have to necessarily get in the ring for a paycheck, right? It's not needed. Like, they do it because they love it and they do it for the money, but they don't have to do it. And so that's one thing I did take out of Terence Crawford's last interview that he did on the Porter Way podcast. But it's crazy because lately you've been hearing about Terence Crawford in Texas a lot. We heard several times that he was in Dallas, Texas. Now he was way down in Houston, Texas, networking with other truck owners. And I don't know if Terence Crawford is just, going out there looking to soak up some game, or if Terence Crawford does own a trucking business. Like I said, a lot of these fighters own businesses outside of the ring that we don't even know. But everybody knows that the trucking business and the trucking industry is a great business to get involved with. And yeah, so, shout out to Bud Crawford. But the thing that I noticed is, like I said, Terence Crawford and Jermall Charlo was both in the same building together. And we know that Terence Crawford is supposed to have a real beef with Jermall Charlo's twin brother, Jermall Charlo. He stated on several occasions how he don't like Jermall Charlo, and he wants to fight Jermall Charlo because of that reason. See, the thing is with Errol Spence, he said that, the reason he wants Errol Spence is business. It's competitive, it's business and all of that. But he said that the reason that he wants to fight Jermall Charlo is because he just don't like Jermall Charlo. He want to put hands on Jermall Charlo, like on some, if I see you outside of the ring, it's on sight, but I might as well get paid for it. And so, yeah, his twin brother, Big Charlo, Jermall Charlo, was in the building. And like you can see, and like I said, I put the pictures up so y'all can see, they both was taking pictures with Trae, Trae Tha Truth and everything, networking and whatnot. But what I want to know is, did they cross paths? Did Jermall Charlo and Terence Crawford cross paths? Because, if that's my twin brother and you talking crazy and reckless about my twin brother, and then you come to my city and we in the same building together, hey, you got some explaining to do, Holmes. Real talk, you got some explaining to do, Holmes. Real talk. So I wanted that them dudes cross paths. But anyway, it wasn't the setting to, be acting the fool at. Like I said, it was, successful business owners coming together, networking, and trying to learn more about the trucking business. So yeah, like I said, it looks like that Jermall Charlo, he getting his shit together outside of the ring, as well as Terence Crawford. But we know Jermall Charlo inside of the ring, he ain't got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? He far away from having his shit together. Jermall Charlo had been going through so many issues. And like I said, his personal issues that he got going on in his home, that ain't none of my business to be making videos about. That ain't none of my business to be talking about. Even though, it's been put out there, but I'm not going to speak on none of that. But as far as inside of the ring, I've been knowing that Charlo, right, he ain't gonna get his shit together inside of the ring. Charlo has been said to be undisciplined, right, outside of the ring. If at this event this past weekend, he was heavy as hell. He was walking around, at least he was over 200 pounds. Well over 200 pounds. You can even see it in the picture that I put up. Of course, Terence Crawford is in shape. T-Bud, it looks like that the fight between him and Errol Spence is finally gonna go down. So of course he was in shape because he been training to get ready for the toughest fight by far of his whole entire career. You know what I'm saying? And he better train his eyeballs, because Errol Spence like to snatch eyeballs out. And now I'm just playing, y'all. That's a great fight. Like I said, the whole world can't wait to see it. So like I said, it looked like that both of these fighters, was out in Houston, like I said, this weekend, networking, getting their bread right, so when they retire, they don't need to come back, and continue to do exhibition fights or continue to do things once they washed up and they can't fight no more. And that's good to see the fighters of today get their business right financially outside of the ring, because when I go to a lot of these boxing events and I see these old school fighters, they messed up. They real fucked up, and it ain't good to see. I'm talking about legends, fighters that I grew up watching. They fucked up. They don't have all their faculties together. They broke. They living bad. And yeah, people ain't really showing them love like that. And it's just bad. It's just messed up, because the game of boxing is about what have you done for me right now today. So yeah, like I said, once again, y'all hit my like button. Terence Bud Crawford and Jermall Charlo was both spotted in Houston this weekend with Trae Tha Truth at a big, huge mega event to network and get their bread right outside of the ring. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.